Hi, I'm Luigi, and I'm here because I think my brother Mario is in a toxic relationship. Yeah, and then I just was running way fast. It was amazing. Today, we've invited some famous video game characters, so they can finally tell us their side of the story.
So, how's Mario doing?
Well, not great.
What happened?
I mean, he's convinced Peach needs rescue every single week. I told him maybe just ask her out like a normal person. And he said, Mamma mia! And then he jumped away.
How long has this been going on?
It's about 30 years. I've honestly lost count.
You help him sometimes, don't you?
Yeah, every now and then, but let's be honest, he usually handles it himself. I try not to get involved. You know, I have opinions.
Like what?
Well, I don't think the princess wants to be rescued. I mean, not that often. I mean, after the 50th kidnapping, maybe just move. You know, I love my brother, but one day I hope he realizes Bowser is basically just the weird ex who refuses to move on.
You always seem incredibly relaxed. How do you do it?
I've got plenty of time. Because everybody keeps resetting the timeline.
That sounds exhausting.
You get used to it.
So, basically, nothing surprises you anymore.
Well, not really.
Can you predict what I'm about to say?
You're gonna ask me if I ever smile.
I was actually going to ask,
Called it.
so when did you realize you were incredibly fast?
It wasn't always like this. When I was a kid, I ran like everybody else. Then one day I was late for the bus. So I sprinted and I accidentally ran around the entire planet.
That must be pretty useful.
Well, yeah, you would think, but everyone asked me to do stuff like Sonic, grab some milk, or Sonic, can you pick up my package? Sonic, can you drive me to the airport? I mean, I'm not an Uber.
Do you ever take a day off?
Well, I think I tried once. I got bored after 4 seconds. And you know, another thing, I once sneezed and I woke up in France.
Steve, I have a few questions.
Yeah, I figured that out.
How do you carry 64 blocks of solid gold, plus diamonds, plus tools, plus an entire farm, inside your pockets?
I honestly don't know. I've stopped asking that.
Your back never hurts?
No, not that I know.
No chiropractor?
No.
No workers union?
No.
Interesting. So, what does a normal day look like?
Well, I wake up, punch a tree, build a house, fight monsters, go mining, come home, sleep, and repeat.
Well, at least it sounds peaceful.
Yeah, most of the time it is. I grow my own food. I trade with other villagers. I don't really need anyone.
And the hardest part?
Yeah, I would probably say mining. You spend days underground, swinging pickaxe, looking for diamonds. Sometimes you find them, sometimes you don't. When I finally come back outside, the trees have already grown back. It's a bit weird.
Anything dangerous?
Well, my neighbor.
Your neighbor?
Yeah, he silently walks into my yard every night and explodes. But like I said before, I've stopped asking questions.
You have any advice for beginners?
I would say never dig straight down.
Why?
You only ignore that advice once.
Welcome. How are you feeling today?
Pretty good.
What have you been up to?
The sun exploded.
Welcome. How are you feeling today?
No. Not again.
Didn't we already have this interview?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. You've asked me this exact question about 300 times.
I don't remember that.
I wish I didn't either. Hi everyone.
So, what made you become a Pokémon trainer?
My mom handed me a backpack and told me to go explore the world.
And how old were you?
I was about 10.
And she thought that was a good idea?
Apparently.
So, you've traveled across the entire region alone since you were 10?
Yep.
And where do you sleep?
Mostly in stranger houses.
They just let you in?
Yeah, they usually give me free stuff too.
That raised a lot of questions.
I've never really thought about it.
So, what exactly do you do?
Well, I catch wild creatures, keep them inside tiny bowls, and then make them fight each other. When you say it out loud, it sounds worse than it is actually.
Do they at least enjoy battling?
Yeah, I think so. Most of them.
Who's your best friend?
I would say probably Pikachu. Are we done with these questions?
So, Steve from Minecraft said he spends all day collecting resources.
I spend all the day collecting animals. We all have hobbies. It was hard to get in here.
So, tell me about your family.
Yeah, my dad won't let me leave my house.
How old are you?
I honestly have no idea.
So, what do you do all day?
Well, I try to escape.
And does it work?
No, it doesn't.
Why not?
Well, he kills me, but nothing personal, I think.
And then?
And then I try again.
Have you maybe considered talking to him?
Yes, I've tried a few times. It usually ends with lava. How do I get out of here? How's my hair? Are they wet?
So, what's it like living on an ocean planet?
Oh, awful. Everything that's bigger than me wants to eat me.
And what do you do for fun?
Well, I build underwater bases.
That sounds relaxing.
It kind of is, until something with 27 teeth swims past the window.
So, you've gotten used to it?
You know, I scream underwater now.
And does that help?
No, it doesn't.
What's the deepest you've ever gone?
Oh, I would say deep enough to immediately regret it.
So, how do you usually deal with anger? What do you mean? Deep breaths? Meditation? Yeah, okay, I'll take that as a no. Some people say you're basically a loan shark.
I prefer small business owner.
You sell people a house and then they spend years paying you back.
I don't charge interest. I'm actually incredibly generous.
So, why does everyone owe you money?
Well, you know, because everyone wants a bigger house.
How are you feeling today? Thank you for your time. So, was the mountain the problem?
No.
Then, what was?
Me?
So, how did this whole adventure begin?
Well, basically, funny story. It all started with a casino and a bad deal. Just don't gamble, okay?
So, what do you do?
Oh, I play poker.
Professionally?
No. Sorry guys, can we start over?
Our final guest tonight is a creeper. So, what exactly do you do? I think we probably should go.